Birds. We know it's been welcome back, Three Birds. We know it's been a long hiatus, but we are happy to be here with you tonight. My name is Afia. I'm here with my friends Whip and John. Say hey, guys.
Hey,
What up,
hey.
guys? It's been a long time, man.
All right. The name of our episode is episode 33 is Jalen the Guy. We're going to have a robust discussion about it tonight. I'm so excited to tap in with my guys about this discussion and hear you guys' comments too, because it's going to be a great one. Don't forget that you can subscribe and download Three Birds and a Punt on Spotify, Apple, Anchor, or wherever you get your podcast. And we're also on YouTube. That's where we're streaming live from tonight. And please make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Three Birds and a Punt. We really appreciate all the fan support and all the love we've been getting through YouTube, through Instagram, through Twitter. We appreciate all your comments, okay? So we're just going to jump right into it. Even though the Eagles are playing, we're an Eagle-based team. We also do Sixers and Flyers. We're a 4-for-4 team, you know? Even the Union, which is in the playoffs or something like that. Whatever, right? Go Union.
Leave somebody in the damn playoffs.
Right? That's what I was going to say. What? At least somebody's doing something. All right, but let's start off with our Sixers. You know, they're out there playing the Hawks tonight, so we gotta talk about some of their woes, some of the worries we have with the team, because after an electric start to the season and sitting there at top of the East, COVID hit the team hard, and that has really disrupted things a lot. So I'm really interested to see what you guys have to say about what the Sixers are doing and why they don't seem to be able to get into enough of a rhythm to get back on track. Let's start with, I know Whip got something to say. Let's start with my man, Whip.
Well, salutations, everybody. It's been a long time. Welcome back, Birds. Technically, man, to be honest with you, they don't have this COVID-19 thing under control at that facility. All right, because JoJo was out, Tobias was out, Matisse was out. I believe even the Curry kid, what's his name again? Goddamn.
Steph Curry.
Yeah, Steph. He even had it at one time too, right?
Last year, yeah, he did.
Yeah, everybody had it, man. And listen, man, I told everybody before, that thing is real. That's nothing to play with, man. And it takes an effect on your body, like it does, because I had it. I had it bad. I had to isolate myself and I gave it to my family. And thank God we still here. But it's no joke, man. It takes a toll on you. So when you hear these NBA players tell you, or I should say our Sixers tell you, that is real. And I believe JoJo had mentioned something about it. He was like, yo, he thought he's gonna be a goner. Yeah, it takes you, yo. And it ain't no joke. So I think right now they're getting back into basketball shape. I really believe that, everybody is panicking right now. Everybody need to just pump their brakes and chill. Because before this COVID stuff, nobody wasn't stopping the Sixers. Think about that. All right. So once these guys get their legs back under them and they focus and get their mind right and get back into basketball shape, I think we're going to see the Sixers that we used to.
Mm-hmm. I think that's a great point to talk about the health and conditioning. Yeah. We're dealing with a virus that attacks your lungs. And what do basketball players need in order to be effective to run on up and down the court? They need to be able to breathe well, endurance,
Yep, transition game, yep. And keep in mind, they a young team too. Mm-hmm. So, they running up and down the court. Thank God Maxey ain't get it. Jesus Christ. But
knock on wood on that one.
Yeah, knock on wood. But I ain't gonna never wish nothing on the kid, because that's the heart and soul of this team right now, if you ask me. Speaking of Maxey, and let me ask you guys a question, and I want y'all to be perfectly honest with me. All right? Mm-hmm. Be honest. And I'm gonna ask you, Miss Sophia, because I know how you like to, pick people's mind, because you got a few enemies on social media who can't stand when you start talking. But I'm gonna say
the haters hate.
Yeah, they do. Do you think that Maxey is intimidated by Embiid? And the reason why I say that is because this dude was balling out when Embiid was gone. Now it's like when he came back, it's like he demands the ball and Maxey don't shoot as much no more. Mm-hmm. Have y'all noticed that? Think about that for a minute.
Okay. Think about that. I do think that's interesting. I'm gonna be honest and say I've only been able to see one game since Embiid came back because I'm out of market. And motherfuckers do not want to let me live. They don't want to see me win when it comes to my Sixers. So I could not be able, I wouldn't necessarily be able to speak on that. But I did see an interesting article that talked about how JoJo doesn't really trust anybody else on the team. So he's a big guy, right? Yeah. And so his thing now, and you can see the defensive plan when he's on the court is they double team him because they know that he's not necessarily going to pass the ball out of those situations. He's either going to try to draw the foul or take the jumper. And I think we would all agree with that's kind of JoJo's MO, but he hasn't been shooting the ball well this season. So what used to be, automatic, and one or at least a foul is he's not getting those calls anymore. And I think that his lack of trust, maybe in some of the other members of the team, particularly Tobias, makes it hard, I think, for people to facilitate the ball once JoJo has the ball. So maybe that is also combining with Maxey being a little bit more hesitant because he's not getting the same type of passing that he used to be getting. I don't know. I haven't seen too much of them together. We're going to see this game tonight and get a little bit more details. What do you feel like, John?
Hey, Birds family. It's good to be back. As far as the Sixers, Maxey has been carrying the team. Maxey and Shake Milton. Those guys have really stepped up. Those are your two cornerstones. Even if Shake is like the sixth man off the bench, he's a good option to run point with the second unit. To touch on Whip's question about Maxey being intimidated by Embiid, I don't think intimidated, but Embiid demands the ball. He needs touches. That's his thing. He's the MVP. He's the marquee player. He needs those touches. The offense runs through him. But the issue I think the Sixers are finding themselves in, you don't think so?
No. I agree with you 100%, but I question that right now because Embiid was out for quite some time. And this kid put this team on his back, man.
He did. He definitely did. Okay. There was no set plays for Embiid. He could just play free. No Tobias too. So he could play freely. He can play
agree.
Free.
So here's where I'm leading to. And this is where it's going to get interesting. If Maxey was leading this, putting this team on his back when Embiid was gone, do you think that has a lot to do with Ben not really wanting to be here now too? Because when Ben was having the team on his back when Embiid wasn't there, they was also balling. Something to think about, guys. I see you shaking your head. It's something to think about there. All right, because now all of a sudden, Maxey played poorly the other day. That was
what did he go 8, 9, and 9 or something like that.
Yeah, that was not good. It's that wasn't the Maxey that I'm used to or you guys is used to. Right. So it makes you question. What exactly is going on? Like, is the coaching staff doing their jobs? Are they putting these players in the right position? What's going on with JoJo? Meaning that, not saying, it's a bad thing because, look, I love JoJo. That he is the heart and soul of this team. We all know this. But there is a disconnection somewhere with this team that when he's out, they play better. When he comes back, they don't play as well.
With Danny Green and Seth and Tobias coming back, you got to spread the wealth. I think it's more of that.
Exactly. He don't trust the other players on the
he got to
team.
change that though.
He does, and I do think that he was working on it a little bit because guess what? It wasn't like when JoJo was in there, and even when he was playing hurt on a hurt knee, we were still best in the league. So I do think that it's a bit of like getting back into that rhythm that he was getting himself in when we were doing everything well, because at the same time that we were the best in the league, Maxey was kind of coming along slowly. He had his burst while JoJo was out, and I do think there has to be a period of grace in which they continue to figure out which is the best lineup. But I think that that's a responsibility for coach. And really what we perhaps need to be asking ourselves is Doc Rivers the best coach to see these players through to the promised land? Because the way that he engineers these matchups, are they the best for the team's success?
Yeah, you hit that right on the money because I was actually saying that as well.
You know, to me, which is very curious is this idea that on our last possession on the last game, after Tobias has been being passive all game, he has not taken any open shots all game. You still allowed him to have the final possession, and he kicked off 4 seconds dribbling before passing the ball off to what's his name?
George Niang.
Niang. What is that?
So I can tell you, y'all ready for this? I don't think he's over the COVID thing yet. His body is not there yet.
No, of course not.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. He's working himself back. He's trying to be the player, and he's not there yet. Yeah, that was my point.
Yeah, I'm here. I seen a lot of Sixer fans on the Three Birds and the Punt Twitter account and our personal accounts, and I hear them dogging Tobias Harris, and I sit back and observe. I didn't say anything because I don't want to go against my own fan base, but some of y'all was wrong, man. That wasn't cool because some of you guys haven't experienced COVID-19. Y'all haven't experienced it. It takes a toll on your body, man. You talking about an athlete, okay? This man is an athlete. This man is 6'8", okay? He carrying around a lot of boy, all right? So you thinking about getting his body back in shape, running around. Remember, Tobias Harris is a part of that transition when they start running the ball on a hardwood. Okay, he has not looked like himself because once again, newsflash, people, he had COVID. You don't just get back on the court immediately and put up 28 a game or put up 21, seven assists. You don't do that. It don't go that way, So I don't know.
I don't disagree with you, and I know I'm gonna let you have the rest of that, John. I don't disagree with you. I think you're right on that. It's just patience is always in short supply in Philadelphia. And what you have to say, John?
Oh no, I'm sorry. Just in regards to the experience we've had seeing Maxey grow into what he could become, we have something in Seth Curry that nobody expected.
That's my
He
boy,
is balling out of his mind. That dude is cold, and he's playing defense. That's a dude you could build around, and I think he's vital to this team's success. As much as people think Embiid and Joel are,
he is.
Steph Curry. So when Steph Curry's on,
he's on. But here's the thing.
He's on.
Here's the thing, and we can move on to the next topic. People gotta understand. You do Doc wrong, he gonna leave. That's his father-in-law.
That's true.
You understand that? So
I mean, we still need more shooters. So let's not listen. Steph is great. I like Steph. Don't get me wrong. It's not like we don't need more shooters on the team. So if that's what it takes, if he wants to make that type of decision, then make that type of decision. I'd say, stay with a team that's inclining and I like Doc Rivers, I do, but his matchups are a concern. They're a genuine concern. I think we have to acknowledge that he may not be the guy. That's okay. But it's another year lost, and JoJo's a big guy, and he, big guys don't last long in the league, and you just have to wonder about that.
I think you guys just gotta what did Aaron Rodgers say a couple of years ago? Relax.
Oh, hey! I'm nothing but chill. Relax. I don't worry about this team yet.
The
even
Sixers
though it is
going
December,
to be fine, man. It's like I said once again. COVID went through that whole facility like it was John Rambo. You know what I mean? It went through that whole facility. Hit everybody with the lyrical bullet, So give them time. I'm telling you. So I'm seeing the Milwaukee Bucks, and all these other teams doing the damn thing. All right, cool. Everybody is, this and this. I ain't gonna curse and say the word, but everybody coming on the Sixers' neck right now. But relax.
I do think I agree with that, Whip. I think that's the best way to handle it. Just a little relaxation. We'll get there in the end. We'll be there in the playoffs. We're gonna see.
Yep.
All right, let's get on to our topic too. We always got to make sure this show is bird centric. Because no matter what our love for the other teams, we'll always get back to the Eagles. I am curious of you guys' thoughts. It's been a while since we've talked. The changes that we've seen in the Eagles offense and the Eagles defense. I'm very interested to get your guys' thoughts. Okay, so I see your hand whip, but I'm gonna go with my boy John first. Okay, you had the first topic, he got the next topic. Okay, I want to know what do you have to say about the changes that have been erected in the offense and the defense? How you feel?
We started out the season thinking we could be pass happy to win at the line of scrimmage with the pass game, but we all know deep down you got to run the ball. If you don't run the ball, you can't run play action. Your screens of it.
Who you got to run it with?
Jordan Howard, because
that's not his name. What's his name, John?
He's that grown man. That's a grown ass man. That's a grown ass man. He needs, but you saw when Jordan Howard ran all over the Saints, the other backs followed. That's where Jordan Howard is vital, because when he does on the field, those other backs come in the game and they do the same thing. They're patient. They're more patient, and they're more patient. They hit the hole. They set the blocks up well, and then they get to the next level.
Like Jordan Howard runner.
And then when Jordan Howard didn't play, it was gone. Right? You noticed it was gone.
Mm-hmm. We need a power runner
since day one. I have been saying that. You guys see me on Twitter. Listen. I have gotten to war of words with people that's not even in Philadelphia. All right, I got people telling me you don't know what you're talking about. He's trash. I even got what's the cat name from WIP? What's his name? Tom Kelly. And hopefully somebody that's watching this podcast, you let them know your boy Whip say, I'm still on your ass, Tom Kelly. I ain't forget you. All right, because I called you a couple of months ago about 4:00 in the morning. I was on my lunch break, and I said to you, and we was talking. I said, "Man, well, they got a running back like Jordan Howard, who used to be a Pro Bowler from the Bears. Oh man, he's on the. This is what he said. He's on the practice squad. Why do you think he's there? He's no good. He's washed up. I don't even believe you even bringing him up. This is Tom Kelly, ladies and gentlemen. But guess what? Yep. Where he at now?
Wow.
Where he at now?
Eating crow.
Exactly. And every time I tweet him, he never responds back.
I bet not.
Exactly.
I bet you stay on his neck too.
Oh man,
you're like keep that same energy. Keep that same energy.
What you gotta say now, Tom Kelly?
Keep that same energy.
Exactly. So at the end of the day, Nick Sirianni told Jeffrey Lurie, who's a pass happy dude, you brought me ahead to win games, man. Let me do my thing. Don't Doug Peterson me, bro. All right, don't do it to me. Don't do the DP to me, man. The DP. Know what I mean?
If we ever be known,
yeah.
As the
and it's like when he started running the rock, results. And now that grown ass man is hurt, and it showed last week, guys.
Yeah, it definitely
It
did.
showed last week. And what's the and I'm gonna let you get back to it, John, because I know you got the stage. What's the one thing that Jordan Howard don't do when he run the ball?
Fumble the ball.
Come on, Afia, because I know you always say it. He don't fumble that damn
He
ball.
don't fumble the
but
ball.
your boy do all the time.
Oh man, listen, Booby
Oh, wow.
and Boston Scott broke my heart of these last few weeks. Okay, I was very disappointed in the play, and I'm not even gonna hold you. I understand that in the course of his career, his fumbles are not as much as we think them, but they're always in critical situations, and that's always due to a lack of, I think, him being mindful. You know, and honestly, what bothers me just as much as the fumbling is the running out of bounds when we're trying to kill clock. It's again this idea that he's not aware, that situational awareness is lacking from Miles, and I think he needs to grow and he needs to mature in that. You know,
I'm
what do you think?
I'm gonna say something that you guys is afraid to say, and you know, like I said on my Twitter account, right?
I know it's coming.
Yeah, you know what I'm gonna say, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Somebody got to be the bad guy, so why not me?
Okay.
So let me say
it.
Hey. He is not better than Jordan Howard.
Whoa.
He's not.
Wow. Okay.
He's
Very
not.
interesting words. Very interesting.
It's the damn truth. And then I'm
okay.
willing to challenge and debate anybody who wants to go down that road with me.
All right, now listen now, Eagles fans.
Better than Jordan Howard. He's
Eagles
not.
fans, Bird fans. Mr. Whip just said he's willing to debate. So
I know.
He changed his @name, so I don't remember what the.
Yeah, I changed it. Yeah, I did because I wanted to let you guys know. I want everybody to hate me because why I say that because I'm going to make y'all pissed off.
Okay,
you know.
So don't forget to at this man to tell him and know exact in the most explicit words possible why his opinion of Miles Sanders is absolute trash. Okay, don't forget to at him, not Three Birds in a Punt.
Man.
Listen. Everybody hates Whip. Is that you knew?
That's right. Bro. Everybody hates Whip. That's right. And I'm gonna keep it. So listen.
All right.
And he's not. Look, John, it's your stage, bro. Because this is a good topic. So go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish what I'm thinking because you already thinking the same thing, bro.
All right, come on, bring it home, John.
Boston Scott is vital to this offense.
What the hell Boston Scott got to do with this conversation?
But Jordan, because I deflect because I love both players. I hold them dear. I love.
You ain't with that smoke with them damn fans. That's what that was.
I love Jordan Howard equally as Miles. They both share. They both get touches.
He is not. Look,
they both get touches.
Miles Sanders is not.
But in today's NFL, they're both getting touches. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. Nobody's getting over 21 carries in this offense. They're going to get 10 plus a piece. Why not have your two best running backs? You can have a 1A and 1B, and there's no drop off. When they're on their game, like we saw 2 years ago, there's no drop off when they're running effectively. So in that, I love both of them. I keep both of them. I keep both of them until Jordan Howard retires. Let the defense try to stop either one of these guys, and then you mix in Boston Scott and Gainwell. It's the perfect recipe. Now they have to
Booby with the ball though. I don't trust him because
he'll be fine. He's looking to break into the outside.
You say he'd be fine, but the man fumbles on a regular basis, man.
No,
he's still nice. He's still nice.
He does not fumble on a regular basis.
Okay, and he's in a contract year. Contract year too.
Listen. I think his contract year is next year, John. I think he was drafted in 2019 or something like that.
No,
yeah, I had thought he was in the same year with Dallas, but he's the year after.
No.
Yeah, I had a whole thing on Twitter about it.
Is it really?
I'm pretty sure he's only in his third year. His contract up year would be fourth year.
I think Booby came before Goddard.
No.
Yeah, he was before.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I think he was. Because listen.
Well, you could just
No. She's right. Because I remember
I only know because I had asked that question on Twitter the other day, and they let me know that Miles has one more year left to his deal.
She right.
So He was
Tension is looming.
drafted. Yeah, he was drafted in the second round of 2019.
Yeah.
So he's like, I would say this, okay? Booby has only fumbled, I think, once this season, if I'm remembering correctly. It was a critical fumble. I'm not even gonna put you there. His fumbles do seem to be very critical, okay? But at the same time, he's a guy that needs to be able to have a consistency in his touches so he can hit that home run. Okay.
Yep.
He's always on the verge of being your home run hitter. And I'm not here to say Booby is great because he hasn't been able to show consistency. Just like a lot of members of the Eagles, you could say, haven't been able to show consistency. But he's shown flashes of being great if he's able to have consistent touches. I was telling John off the show that even though we have the third rushing offense in the league or something like that, we don't have one individual player over 100 yards a game. How curious is that? Our leading rusher is our quarterback. Thank you, John.
Your favorite player.
Okay, we'll get into a great discussion on him in a few minutes. Okay, so I'm just saying that, I do think that there's an element to this idea that our offense doesn't know, even as a running offense, we still don't know what we're doing yet. So that is probably limiting a lot of players' potential. And I do think that Jordan Howard is needed. A power back is needed in this offense. And that is what was missing. And because you had a receiver in Gainwell and you had a finesser in Booby. And Boston Scott, love Boston Scott, but he's small. You can't be a bruiser when you're small like that,
But he can hide behind the line. Remember how he can,
and I like the way he snakes it out because he does have a lot of the same. He likes to invite contact, which is fine, but he's small, so it just as a benefit to your offense, it's not as good as having somebody like Jordan Howard, who's several inches taller, has more muscle on him, and can really give you that consistent, wear and tear that you need, that physicality that you need in order to mentally break
that's
these defenses' minds, right? We need to mentally break them. I want to just give a shout out to the fact that we bullied Gainwell into playing more man. I want to say thank you to the city of Philadelphia. I think we all suffered through the terribleness of zone too much, too soon. And if I ever have to see that as the base of our offense again, we're taking Gainwell out and we're stringing him up.
Yeah.
And we're gonna throw shit at him, okay? Because I cannot see any more zone as a base. Okay.
You mean Gannon?
Gannon?
Gannon.
What did I say?
Yeah, said Gainwell. Sorry, that was me because we talk about running back.
Listen,
sorry, because we talk about running back.
I'm gonna run his ass out of town if he don't fucking get this shit together, okay? Because I'm tired of.
Well, if you want to talk about Gannon, since we still talking Eagles, we can't let go Reagor. He got to get some of this work.
Listen. Before we even get on this offense, which we could talk about in the next segment, because I think it's a mutual thing. I want to just reiterate that we've had a shift in both our schemes on the offensive side and the defensive side of the ball, because this and it also could be predicated on the fact that we're playing terrible QBs, right? We had better QBs earlier in the season. We're playing very marginal QBs now.
You knew that was going to come in eventually, John.
I'm just saying. But at the same time, Gannon has changed his approach and has led with more man and been more aggressive, which has led to a breakout season for Slay and a great season for Avante. And actually, we're seeing a little bit more physicality from our linebackers too.
But that's for now.
And dialing up the blitz.
He only did that
twice.
Exactly.
No, he only
not
did
letting
it
his quarterback sit back there and kill him like they have been. They're dialing up the blitz a little more.
I need to see consistency before I give him the shot for the blitz. He only did it twice, bro. No,
he's been blitzing regularly. He's been blitzing regularly. He sent Avante Maddox on that blitz where they picked him the first.
John, he has only blitzed twice.
The pass rush ain't doing nothing. The pass rush is doing jack.
He's doing
the
more.
pass rush last week.
He's having more dime. He's putting more speed out there. He's letting TJ Edwards. We cut what's that guy's name? What's that guy? Wilson?
Eric Wilson.
We cut Eric Wilson because he was dead weight, right? We're playing TJ Edwards more. We're giving Alex Singleton less responsibility, which I think is also helping him too. Right?
Free range. Yeah.
Yo, I love you Eagle fans, man. I swear to God on everything I stand, man. Y'all guys look so adorable, man, because y'all sit there and y'all put y'all heart and souls into everything. You guys are talking about Jonathan damn Gannon. Are you serious, man? I'm not on board with it, damn it. Hell no. I don't give him no damn.
He grew. Don't you
man,
look. We're all. This is a season of growth, right? This is a season of evaluation, right? So I would say that man definitely
caused us so many games this year that shouldn't have been lost. Now all
49ers.
All of a sudden he get the ghost of Jim Johnson and everybody want to praise him. Not me.
No.
Hell no.
It's improvement. It's improvement. Even if the play calls aren't stop getting the defense off the field, they're limiting what.
I tell you what. And I'm gonna say this live on the show. I'm gonna be Kendrick Perkins for a minute, and I'm gonna say carry on when I'm done. You want my approval? You want me to be impressed? Go out there and beat Dallas when they come here. Shut them down. That defense you running, let's see you shut Dallas down. If you do that, then you got my approval. Carry on.
Okay, last game of the season. We see where Whip standard is, and I do believe that is the standard. Beat Dallas, correct. Okay, to get back to Whip's original point, and I see Ann is here, Danya, and Just the Goblin. We appreciate every comment that we see here. I know we're going to be answering back as we can in the comments. Yes, Rager, he is not having the season. I mean, maybe he's having the season that some of us expected, right? But he's not having the season that he himself expected, which I think is a function of the fact that we don't have a very good passing offense. We just don't. And so in order to discuss our third topic of the night, I'm going to give Whip the platform to talk about Jalen Rager, to get it off his chest so he can move on from, beating a guy when he's down. That's all I got to say.
All right. So
Rager,
No. She said Whip.
Sorry.
But you can burst in too, John, because he stole your thunder too. Go ahead.
Sorry. It hurts. It hurts because I'm a TCU horn, bro. That's my thing.
So here's the thing. I'm going to shock y'all. I'm going to shock y'all with something. I don't believe I'm saying this. I'm not going to dog the kid.
Oh, okay.
Whoa, look, she was like, whoa.
I'm very shocked.
All right, so here's why. I literally feel bad for that dude, man. And I'm not even bullshitting, man. The reason why, man, it's bad enough he got to live. He's tormented about not being Justin Jefferson, all right, by this fan base, by this city, and we don't know with Howie Roseman and them probably giving him the dirty looks when they walk by him. We have no idea what this man is going through. Okay, when you got Seth Joyner, who's a terrifying man, dogging you out, all right, he ain't gonna say he ain't gonna go in Seth DMs and tell him where his address at. I tell you that shit now. All right,
Steph was sitting there. Yeah. He wasn't even looking. He wasn't even looking at anybody else. He was sitting there like.
It's just that I feel bad for the kid, man, because he's actually turning to Arcega Whiteside in front of our eyes. And Arcega Whiteside is trying to be him when he first got drafted to the Eagles. It's like they switched, And I don't, even though he played badly, man, terrible. But I don't blame him for it. I blame Jalen Hurts, man. Because Jalen whole thing is, instead of, checking out the whole field, his mind is set on one guy, his one target. Instead of, observing, your offensive weapons. Once he targets you, he targets you. And that's something that the coaching staff with the Eagles need to work on with that young kid, man. Because I seen numerous times where receivers, got free and was able, they escape their, their routes, and he didn't see nobody. He ain't see nobody.
I just want to, I think also point out that I think we could put the responsibility of his play, not that he shouldn't be accountable. And he did come out, to his credit. He came out, he spoke to us after the game to take responsibility for his drops, which were crucial. And at the end of the day, backbreaking, even after a very poor offensive performance, we still had ourselves in line to win the game at the end, and he needed to come through as a first-round pick, and he didn't. And he took accountability for that. Also want to say that shame on the coaches to decide after Jalen Reagor, not necessarily producing enough to show that he was worthy of being the leading target for the game, making him the leading target of the game. He got, I think he got 9 targets when our number two, our number one and our number 2 offensive weapons, Goddard and Smith, got 9 targets combined.
That's a Howie Roseman thing, yo.
That is an outrage. What I don't even that you would even allow that to happen is an outrage, because you just paid Goddard to be your number 1, okay? And Devontae Smith is your best offensive wide receiver on the team. So the idea that you've been primarily using Jalen for bubbles and screens, the idea that you would put him out on route when he's not the best at running routes, that he's got, that fucking ball hit him in the fucking helmet. I couldn't believe it. He has issues with that. It's the same thought process that had us putting Greg Ward out there for a red zone score, cold.
Hey, wait,
goal line instead of running 13 personnel or running the damn ball.
I just want to say that as much as we want to blame the players for their lack of execution, we should also be putting the onus on these coaches for how they're developing these plays, because some of these plays don't even make no damn sense.
So wait, real quick. I want to tell the listeners and everybody that's viewing, this is y'all first time checking us out. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. So my partner, Afia, has a serious hate, or I should say dislike. I ain't gonna say hate. She has a serious dislike for Greg Ward. Can you please tell?
As a professional.
Yes. Can you please tell the people why you dislike this man?
Did you see what he did? This is the only thing he's good for. Did you see what happened? That's why I'm not into him as a professional. Okay? Because he's our veteran wide receiver at that position. Okay? The most experienced guy at the position. You put him out there for an out slant. Easy. It hit him in the hands. You want to talk about somebody you frustrated with. If you want to mention Booby not playing well, let's talk about Greg Bloody Ward. Okay, let's talk about Greg Ward for a second. Okay, I appreciate his story. He's great. Worked his way up to the practice squad. Y'all had tried to tell me he was the next Jason Avant. I didn't forget. I remember when we had that pod. I'll run the tape back on you. You think Jason Avant is dropping that pass?
Definitely not. Jason Avant, remember that one catch he had on 3rd down like this?
Excuse me, Greg Ward needs to be in the jug machine every damn day this week.
Wow.
Okay, if you need stick him, what we got to do for the boy? Because I've seen now 2 critical red zone drops. But at the same time, as much as that drop was on Greg Ward, that drop was also on the coaching staff for putting Greg Ward out there cold on the goal line stand. If you're going to do a slant, just throw the ball to your best wide receiver. What are we doing here? Why are we making this harder than it needs to be?
Or your best tight end. You're right.
Yeah.
You just paid him on this money. You might as well play him.
I would have went 13 personnel. Tyree Jackson, fresh off of IR. 6'8".
You just said
athletic
it.
as heck.
You just said it. You just said it. You just answered
Nobody's
your own
going to
question,
expect
bro.
him to get the ball. Run
Yeah, but
13
you just answered your own
personnel.
question.
Have him.
You said fresh off of IR. They're not going to trust him to go grab that right from the gate, man.
Oh, but they trust Greg Ward?
But no, he's out. Listen, I can almost guarantee you right now, he is getting his feet wet, man. That man was out there for a distraction because of how big he is. He ain't gonna catch no shit right now.
I mean, listen, he might.
He did it in preseason.
Exactly. He might. He caught
it
a
ain't
couple
the
balls.
preseason though, Monroe.
He caught a couple balls a few games ago.
He
caught more balls more recently than Greg Ward did.
Here we go. I knew she was gonna say that. Did I say that?
Okay.
I knew she was gonna say Greg Ward.
Okay.
And we need Travis Fulgham back. Can we get Travis Fulgham back?
Stop. No.
Bring him back.
No.
Who we got?
Why?
Nobody.
Why let's
just go through the because I'm tired of us continuing to pick young players with little experience. Let's go. If you're gonna go get if you're gonna go waste a pick on a player, let's go get a vet guy for all that. Bring back
It wasn't nothing wrong with Travis Fulgham.
Travis Fulgham, as you guys remember, okay, Travis Fulgham faded away because he doesn't practice well. That was the problem with Travis Fulgham. And he had an opportunity. If Travis Fulgham was so good, why didn't he beat out Greg Ward?
Because one, it's probably a new coaching staff and
special teams.
It's a new coaching staff.
Special teams.
Okay, so
special teams. He doesn't play special teams.
If he's this good of a practice player, then he knows that he should have been on special teams, because sometimes that's how you make your value to a team. So the fact that he maybe thought that he didn't need to be on there or this, that, and other, it doesn't matter to me. Travis Fulgham is not going to come in to magically save this wide receiver score. Maybe a veteran guy could have came and helped support us. But at the end of the day, our passing game is anemic because our quarterback is not the best passer. So all these wide receivers you guys want to pick to try to prop up a unit that's failing, it's not going to hide the fact that when we need Jalen to throw the ball more than 30 times, he's not going to be able to be successful. And that's a problem, because in the NFL, you need a QB that can actually, get you at least 30 pass attempts that are going to be, actually good. It's going to get you where you're going. And so I want to talk about it because that's our next topic. That's the title of the show.
Can I add something?
Prematurely. Yes,
Can I add something? Why didn't we make an offer to bring Odell Beckham here?
Oh my God. I don't.
Because honestly, I think Odell Beckham is injured. He is injured. Right now he's dealing with a hip injury. So I think that maybe they thought that we don't need another injured player. And I don't know. Maybe he said no too. Who knows? I feel like he sometimes on everybody.
Here, bro. He wanted to go back home, bro.
Right.
Same thing with Deshaun Jackson. They wanted to go home.
No, we didn't need to put Deshaun Jackson back here though, because honestly,
no, I'm just saying because they both from LA. They both from the West Coast, and they getting low. They getting long in the tooth, so they wanted to go home.
Right.
And that's what happened. But real quick, before you get into the Jalen Hurts conversation, because that's the topic of our show, shout outs to Darius Slay, who's been balling.
Absolutely.
That's my dog.
All right. So
that's my dog.
Shout out to Big Play Slay, man. You really earned that name. Now I see why you just want to be called Slay.
Yeah.
I understand. You keep playing this way. And I see you asking Eagle fans to vote. Nah, bro. I think you're gonna get in. I think you're gonna get in.
Absolutely, 100%. But I do think that when you're on a team that's not necessarily performing well as a unit, it's hard. Your personal stats sometimes gets obscured through a team that's not necessarily performing well. Because I see a lot of praise for what's his name, Diggs out there in Dallas, because he's got 8 interceptions, right? But I don't know. I would say that Slay's better. He just doesn't have as many interceptions as he does, right? So I think sometimes there's a reflection of the unit that you're on. And if we had maybe won that game against the Giants, or maybe won any of these other particular games earlier in the season,
when it comes to Diggs,
it'd be a different conversation.
A clock is wrong twice a day.
Correct.
I'm gonna just
that's exactly what I'm saying. With you're picking up what I'm putting down.
Come on,
but they notice flash over substance. So
he's not a world beater, man. Get the hell out.
He's not. But it's flash. But he does flash. Exactly. He flashes, and here we go. All right, now let's get into our number one topic of this evening, the title of the show. I really wanted to get in this with you guys tonight because my guy John is, if you guys don't know on this show, my guy John is as pro Jalen as they come. And so I'm very interested to see what his perspective is on the I don't know, we're in, I guess, 11 weeks, 12 weeks. Okay, he's played about 16 games, right? So at this point he's played a full season's worth of games on two different coaches, two different offenses, as we understand. I'm very interested to see where you guys think he is and where he could be, because I know what I know, and I know what I've seen, and I know what the conclusions that I've come to.
What do you know?
Oh no, I'm gonna save the best for last.
Damn.
So I wanna know what you guys have to say about this guy. Maybe you could convince me of some other things.
That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna
happen.
Anything
can happen. Anything can happen.
But I'll try. So let me attempt it.
Let's go. I want to hear what you gotta say.
Jalen Hurts to me is very effective when he's giving the running backs the ball. All right. He's very effective. When you allow this man to drop back damn near 30 to 50 times to throw the ball, that's when you see his weakness. This man is more
run comfortable.
More comfortable when you got that grown ass man in the back when you're handing it off to him, because he gonna give you 5 to 6 yards just by itself. Then when you keep running the ball, that's just going to open up the play action or the RPO, whatever you want to do. And that's when he hits you. And that's what he's comfortable with. And if a lot of people don't understand that or know it, you don't know football. And I'm here to tell you, you need to go get Football for Dummies if you sit here and tell me that Jalen Hurts is okay, because he's not. And Afia would tell you, and John would tell you, I was a diehard Hurts fan myself, but I got to watching, and I like the kid. He's very explosive, man, very explosive, and I do appreciate what he brings to the field. His heart is bigger than a lion, man. So I'll never take that from him, but he makes some bonehead plays, man, all the time. And here's the thing, and John, I'll let you, break down your analysis of it. But I gotta ask, why is it that this man refuses to run to the right side of the field?
The left.
I'm sorry. Why do he always run to? Why don't he never run to the left side of the field? Why is that? And the reason why I say that, because the other day, it was like about 2:00 in the morning, and I was just watching some of his plays, right? And every time, the defense break through the line, you see him running to the right. He never goes to the left. And I said to myself, damn, dude, mix it up a little bit. If you go to the left, man, that you might escape. You might hit somebody to the left. This man don't never go to the left. And I wanted to get your opinion on it, John. Mr. John, Jalen Hurts, number one Cape Crusader.
Fan.
Yeah, he loves
Not really a fan. Yeah, he's a good dude.
Someone's backtracking a little bit. Interesting.
No. But actually, in the Saints game, there was a time it was a pass call. The rush was coming. He ran to the left.
Yeah, I saw that.
He broke off like a 30-yard gain or like a 15-yard gain for a first down.
But how many games did it take for him to do that,
though? He did it against the Saints last year, too. He bust them.
John, we are living in 2021.
Understood.
Let's stay in this time, my brother.
The last part of what you said sound like a job interview where the applicant didn't get the job at the end. I just wanted to say that. But
it's apropos what we're talking about right now, right? People not getting the job at the end.
But Jalen, he's still growing. Every level of competition that he's played on, he's gotten better and adapted. He still needs time to adapt. You gotta give him a little more time. Running the ball, like he's third in the league on first down with 45 first down. How do you have 45 first down?
Did you? Let me ask you a question. Where were you Sunday that just passed? Did you watch the same game I watched, bro?
I did. He looked off. You know what it is?
He looked
when
off?
They passed. When they When they passed,
he looked off.
He looked way off. He looked way off. I was mad as heck.
Off. That's like the dudes about playoffs. I'm just trying to win a game.
Off is an understatement.
Yes.
Rest
but
in
I
peace,
mean, honestly,
Jim.
I'll just say, Sunday was a microcosm of everything that is not quite right with Jalen. It just got magnified by a defense that knew what they needed to do in order to showcase with his limitations. I'm gonna just say that. I'm gonna let you continue to go back with your pro Jalen stance. Go ahead. Go talk about how he can still improve.
It was tough. This past game was the biggest test for Jalen, and he failed miserably. But if you see how the Giants, led by Pat Graham, who I wanted as defensive coordinator, come on, Howie, man. Jeff, I don't know, man. That's another time. But the way they played, that I give the Giants defensive line credit because they didn't let him get comfortable. Mm-hmm. That's the thing. Jalen takes a long time to throw the ball. He holds the ball for 3.93 seconds, which is like 18th in the league. For a quarterback that needs time to process and get into his pass rhythm, and there's free rushes coming everywhere where you make him one-dimensional by forcing him to stay in the pocket. Then he really has to know where his reads are. He's still coming into his own, progressing reads and getting into his pass sets. I think I don't know.
Let me ask you a question.
We need to do offensive coordinator.
Mr. Monroe. Let me ask you a quick question, Mr. Monroe, because you seem to have this idea that Jalen's gonna magically accelerate his potential beyond what we've seen, and I'm interested in that train of thought.
Maybe not this year.
Interestingly, that's very interesting because I keep hearing this beg and extolling. Please just give him more time. Give him more time. You'll see his potential as soon as you give him more time. Okay. Okay.
I can't protect them after that Giants game though. I can't protect them.
I have a question to this idea. I have a question to this idea of more time. Okay, because I think look around the league. Look at the QBs that we say to ourselves, give more time to, and then look at the QBs in around the league who we see accelerate the potential between year 1 and year 2. Okay, I want to bring up a particular QB that I have in the back of my mind. That
I have another
situation
one too.
is not the same, but almost similar. Okay, Patrick Mahomes. Okay,
good one.
Patrick Mahomes came into this league raw, maybe even more raw than perhaps Jalen, right? Because Jalen did have some experience in a pro offense, right? Just like Jalen, Patrick Mahomes had to sit right behind a QB that was better, but not maybe the best, right? And unlike Jalen, okay, Patrick didn't get no real starts. He only had maybe 1 or 2 starts his rookie year, right? He didn't play very well in his rookie year, right? Unlike Jalen, right? But Patrick Mahomes went in the lab that offseason and came out when he was the starter and balled the fuck out and never looked back, right? We didn't ask ourselves. We didn't tell the Chiefs. We didn't have to give them more time. Oh, you'll see him develop soon enough. Oh, he'll be the pick you want him to be, right? He was what they thought that he was. He needed 1 year. And now he's one of the best top QBs in the league, okay?
And Jalen, you know why though? You know why? Because he had the same head coach. He had the same head coach.
I reject that.
Same coordinators. Same head coach and same coordinators.
He did not have
He had the same head coach.
He's had three
what's the name?
coordinators. He had
Eric Bieniemy.
He had Doug. Then he had Matt Nagy. And now he's had Eric Bieniemy for 2 seasons in a row. So don't even.
But the same family.
No, same family, same
family, same office, same family.
No. I reject that argument, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because in this upcoming season, okay, arguably the most important person is your quarterbacks coach, and we hired who? We hired Brian Johnson, his RPO Junior, his high school quarterback coach who known Jalen since he was young and is purported to be the guy that knows everything that needs to know about Jalen, right? So Jalen had a year to sit. Okay, I'm tired.
You got her started, bro.
Trying to stretch the truth in order to make it fit their reality. Okay, he had a season to sit and learn. Okay, he had a season to sit and learn. He had an off season where he knew he would be the starter. He knew he would have one opportunity, maybe 2 seasons, to prove his effectiveness as a passer because we already know what he could do dynamically as a runner. Okay, we saw all these videos of him in the lab getting better as a passer. Okay, y'all all want to tell me that each season he's been able to improve his passing ability.
Those videos were looking very Ben Simmons. Okay, he was looking like Ben Simmons.
Very Ben Simmons like.
She said, Jalen Hurts is who I thought he was, and we let him
go. Okay, and then we get to the training camp, and exactly as I seen it. We all tried to pump ourselves up. Oh, we're 4-0 out of the practice squad, guys. We guys are winning the games. We're winning everything. I said, we talk about practice.
Practice?
Okay. AI had it, but we gonna see. And now we saw the games. Okay, our coach is a passing coach. He wants, and I don't mind. I understand. You pass to gain the lead, then you run the ball to maintain the lead. I'm fine with that as an idea. I'm fine with that as an offense. When you have a passer who can consistently matriculate the ball down the field in 30 or plus pass attempts. I don't need 50 pass attempts. It's too much. But 30 pass attempts is not too much for an NFL caliber QB. And Jalen struggles.
He does.
He struggles. Okay? Game after game after game. Y'all telling me I'm seeing improvement. Where? Our team started winning when we took the ball out of his hands.
That's true.
But we're supposed to see improvement as a passer, right? I'm not talking about his dynamicism as a runner. I understand that Jalen is a great runner. I understand that Jalen is a great leader. I understand that Jalen has heart. I understand that Jalen has all the intangibles that you can want out of franchise. Okay. Where has he grown as a passer? Because to Whip's point, he still refuses to run or pass out of the left side of the field. And let's do a heat check. How's his middle going? How is the middle of the field going, Jonathan?
Yeah.
It is looking scary, Jonathan.
Okay? That's where our tight end's supposed to eat. Our tight end's supposed to eat across the middle. But he got a QB that won't throw. He got a QB that won't throw in the middle. He got a QB that has like you said, it takes him 3.18 seconds on average to throw the ball. Okay? He has slow processing speed, and he cannot consistently fit those balls into these tight windows. I see receivers get open. But by the time he has processed enough and gotten off his first read, which he struggles with, to get to them, that window is closed. That is the NFL. The NFL has tight windows. You have to throw with anticipation. You have to trust your guys. If y'all see that growth to we, you're lying. You're lying if you see that growth.
Am I coming to the dark side now?
Okay.
I agree with a lot of what you said. I agree with a lot of what you said.
That's what tape shows.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Afia. She's here all week.
All week. I'm just telling you what the tape is. Okay,
I
and
understand
I'd like to have seen something better. I would have liked to have seen something better from Jalen. Okay, he still has the opportunity to prove me wrong. But if y'all gonna sit here and tell me he's inclining as a passer, you're lying.
See the face? Look at the face.
I'm serious. Hey! I moved off of Carson Wentz, didn't I?
No.
I'm very proud of you.
No.
Very proud.
No.
Very proud of you.
No.
Yeah, I'm very proud.
No.
Yes.
I'm very proud.
Yes.
No.
I'm very proud. I'm very proud.
Yes, I did.
No, you did not.
Yes, I did.
That dude
yes, I did.
You still love that man.
No,
Hey, we're getting a first round pick out of it. It don't even matter.
That's the only thing I care
We
about.
get a first round pick.
It ain't over yet. Hey, John.
Oh yeah, he only needs to play 2 more games. One more game.
Don't jinx us, man.
One more game. Come on.
It'll take a Monroe to jinx us.
Oh no. He got the blessing. He got the blessing to get love.
Bless him.
You get to get love.
But no, so what I was saying about Jalen is I used to believe in this kid, and I know Afia love this, man. But I don't no more, bro.
The one game doesn't change it.
It ain't one game.
He's only 20. He's only 23. He's only 23.
What the hell do his age got to do with it,
one
man?
Game. You said
it's his first real.
Dude,
you remember how bad Carson looked that first year? Remember how bad Carson looked?
He's 6-10, bro. In his starts, he's 6-10. And his
numbers are eerily similar to Lamar.
You want to know? You want to know what's going to break my heart? I'm gonna tell you what's going to break my heart about this season. What's going to break my heart the most? And y'all gonna be like, "Damn, Whip, you right." What's going to break my heart the most is that you have a Heisman Trophy winner, one of the best wide receivers, rookie wide receivers, on your team. And because of you, Jalen Hurts, he's not going to break 1,000 yards. He's not.
Put on that one.
He was on pace. He's still on pace for it.
No, he was on pace. He's not
on pace, bro.
He's not going to break it. He's not.
Put it on there.
He's not. Why? Because this man
wants to take off and run
the ball when he's supposed to get he won't give him the ball like that. Like I said earlier, he targets once Jalen Hurts targets you, that's where the ball going at. See, this is why I like the quarterbacks like the Russell Wilsons of the world, or the Aaron Rodgers, or the Tom Brady's, or the Drew Breeses, because they don't just lock in on one wide receiver.
Carson did that.
Once that ball is snapped, their eyes is like boom, boom. They hit you. When Jalen Hurts do it, oh, there you go. I got her. They be like, yo, I'm open. I ain't worried about you. I got her.
Right. He stares down his receivers.
Yes, he stares them down, bro. And this is the problem. He stares them down. Because regardless of everybody, a lot of Eagle fans is on Twitter talking about, well, Smith wasn't open because the safety was playing like he was a decoy. He would have won over. No, we don't know that.
No, he was open.
He was way open.
Yeah. Both parts of the route.
Okay, at the bottom of that, he was open. He was open.
Exactly.
And even if I extend myself to this idea that Jordan Mailata should have played better, or this, that, and the third, Jalen shouldn't have held the ball as long as he did, and that's a part of the problem. That he constantly waits for the route to develop rather than trusting his players to be where they're supposed to be. And he needs to see it before he throws it, but he's slow to see it, to Whip's point, right? He's slow to see it. And I listen, I don't want to say that his potential there is no incline. I do think that he does have an incline. I just think that his capacity to incline is not as high as some people think. They have this glamorous ceiling that he could be Russell Wilson, that he could be Lamar Jackson, that he could be this top echelon. But those guys had the conversations being talked about while they were ascending. You understand? It wasn't a wait to see. It was like, wow, can you imagine what'll happen when it finally clicks? You're not hearing that with Jalen.
Michael Vick.
Give him time.
Michael Vick
had a beautiful arm. And if you try to really compare.
Michael Vick was running every play. His rookie year, he was running.
That's true because Michael Vick.
He would do the algae crumpler, or he would take off.
And then how injured was Michael Vick for?
All right, so
very bad. And he had to adapt. He had to adapt. It took him to go to prison to come to Philly to adapt.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I got my sister with this same thing earlier. So let me get John Monroe too. This man is so in denial about Jalen Hurts that this man even went back and threw Michael Vick into the conversation. And
his numbers are everything.
Dude,
he has more. He's on pace to have more rushing touchdowns than Vick.
Bro.
Maybe.
He has 8 rushing touchdowns.
But guess what?
Bro, but we're not talking about him as a
You want to know the
runner,
difference
bro.
with that? You know the difference is
the same as, and he's going to be he's on pace to be the first quarterback with 3,000 yards passing and 1,000 yards rushing and over 6 touchdowns.
Well, I tell you what, way he was throwing,
he has to be better with his decision making, his processing, and throwing to his main guy.
When is he going to get better though, John? When?
It better start Sunday against the worst defense. It better start Sunday against the worst defense. We play the worst defense on Sunday. He better. Bryce Hall from the Jets is out. He better. Marcus May is out. He better ball out Sunday. Forget last week. This game, if he don't ball out Sunday, then we're really going to come back here and revisit this. I think.
I hear you because I want to hear you, John, because we only got so much time left. Yep. My computer's going to fucking die. So if I want to hear these Jets Eagles predictions, and I'm just going to say one last little bit, and this is just a caveat to you Jalen Hurts fans. There is a world that exists that Jalen can get better. He can. I'm just saying that in order for him to be the franchise, he needs to have a meteoric, growth spurt that we haven't seen yet. And this idea that and we're going to continue to give him the starts. I'm not saying that we're not going to give him the starts, but this idea that it'll happen in season as I think slowly coming to a close. And this idea that it'll happen in the off season when he's had 2 off seasons under his belt. And all right, we'll see. I have an understanding of his cap of potential, and so does everybody else. And
all right, so before
and what better way to play the easiest remaining schedule? We going to see. Hopefully, he may not evolve this year.
To end off,
now we gotta wait till next year, huh? Okay.
So ladies and gentlemen, to end off our episode 33, we got our last topic. And that is our Eagle of the Week. And John?
No, Jets predictions. Eagles, Jets predictions.
Oh, predictions. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Oh, well, my prediction is is it Flacco the quarterback?
Zach Wilson's playing. Zach Wilson's cleared to play. Yeah, he's cleared to play.
Interesting.
All right, play. I say Eagles win this big. I'm going to go 35-17 Eagles.
Interesting. Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm going to take a shot out of here. It is going to be predicated on what Nick Sirianni puts out there. We're run first, pass first. If we're pass first, I don't think we're going to win. If we are run first, it depends on the health of Jalen. But I could see a situation where it's a defensive game and we win the game 14-0.
Or Gardner Minshew. Minshew Mania.
Minshew Mania. Oh my God. I like that. That was a good one.
That's not what the last thing this city needs is for Minshew to go out and
another quarterback controversy.
Okay, that's the last thing this city needs. All right,
come on, John. Give me your prediction,
brother.
End
this night for us, bro.
What's your prediction?
Me and my wife are going to be live from the Jets-Eagles game. I have a good feeling. Eagles 28, Jets 10. The Jets are going to play tougher than we think. They're secretly a good team. They're just missing a lot of pieces.
Yeah.
Eagles won't thrash them. That's what I expect. Will it happen? I pray for it. We need it. We need a victory. Like we needed money to pay rent. Like we needed.
Is the rent due?
The rent is due.
The rent is always due.
The rent is always due.
Exactly. He's been missing some payments.
He's missing some payments. He's on forbearance.
Put him in a eviction notice, whatever. All right, y'all. Don't forget. Please make sure you subscribe and download our podcast, 3 Birds and a Punt. Okay, we're streaming on Apple, Anchor, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Instagram at 3 Birds and a Punt. You can follow me personally at According to Afia. You can follow my guy Whip and John. Let them know, guys.
I'm at Everybody Hates Whip, and that's an H in the hold on, an H in the 8S. Everybody Hates Whip.
And how about you, John?
You can follow me at John Monroe Jr.
John Monroe.
There you go. I was waiting for it. There you go.
All right. And don't forget, you saw us on YouTube. Subscribe to that YouTube. All right. Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.